Good day, folks. I'm here to bring you an update on Bidao. It has been a while since we've talked about Bidao on this channel, because there hasn't been a whole lot going on, but I've been starting to note some very interesting things that I think are worth discussing with Bidao. So, folks, please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads so you get to stay up to date with the latest and greatest in crypto, and we appreciate all your help. So, folks, Bidao has gotten above major resistance levels. We can see all throughout this range from like 1.7 to kind of 1.2, 1.3 was a very price reactive range. We kept getting rejected. Bidao kept trying to move up, kept getting rejected, up, rejected, up, rejected, up, rejected, up, rejected, up, rejected. And the reason why I think Bidao is very interesting right now is for a few reasons. Well, the Bidao team fulfilled one of their biggest promises, which was rolling out their token burn. Bidao had one of the rougher releases of their coin I've seen, but now that the token burn has been fully rolled out and the Bidao total supply has fallen quite a bit, this looks very interesting, especially the fact that we're now getting above key resistance levels. So, folks, something very interesting to note, which is all throughout these ranges here, back in November, folks, I was talking about how Bidao was forming a rounded bottom, and I'm right. We're still forming a rounded bottom. Back in these ranges here, like right here, I was saying something extremely interesting, which was there was a shift. This was an inflection point right here, because as we can see, right after the release, we pumped from 1 cent, that was the ICO price, to 4.5 cents. That's crazy. And then we had a massive crash, constantly making lower lows and lower highs the whole way around, except here. Here is the point where we started making macro higher highs and higher lows. I think this was because of the token burn, or the announcement of the token burn. I believe that's what this was. And you know, we kept trying to break up, and we just couldn't. But something very interesting, folks, is the fact that every time Bidao keeps trying to move up, sellers come into the market. And they drive the price back down. I'm pretty sure just people trying to get out, people trying to take their profits. Either someone, a few people, or just the market as a whole just wanted to take their profits on Bidao anytime it was in profit, and the price kept getting driven down. Well, something interesting happens, folks, when this keeps happening over and over again, which is sellers get exhausted. If every time Bidao pumps, sellers come in and the price gets driven down, pump, price gets driven down, pump, sellers come in, price gets driven down, and it keeps happening over and over again. Eventually it gets to the point where sellers get exhausted and the selling pressure starts to lift. And once the selling pressure starts to lift, well, we see things like this. We start breaking out of major resistance levels and forming macro higher highs. Now, I think the key resistance level we need to look out for is kind of 205, 206 to kind of 2 cents. Okay, there was some kind of previously price reactive zones from back in October once Bidao was released. Now, a few things to note here, folks. This does look extremely bullish. We are forming a rounded bottom. I was talking about forming a rounded bottom all throughout these ranges here from months ago, and I was right. Bidao is forming a rounded bottom. And so while this is extremely bullish, we do need to note that this is a new coin, this is a new project, and that is extremely risky. I don't want to make this video to say go and FOMO into Bidao, you know, do your own research. Bidao would not be my first choice if I was looking to accumulate coins in the market today. This video is just kind of meant for the people who are already in Bidao. Bidao might continue to do great. That's fantastic, but I would personally prioritize a lot of other coins before I would prioritize Bidao, because it's very new, it's very risky. The development team has been less than ideal in how they've rolled things out. And so Bidao would definitely not be my first pick in terms of either trading or accumulating in the market today. Now, with that being said, the price action, the price structure looks extremely interesting. As well, another thing to note, folks, is you really want to see continued updates. You want to see the team developing, continue developing and continue upgrading, continue interacting with their community in order to continue to have faith in the project. And I mean, we haven't really been getting a whole lot as of late. I mean, we're getting, you know, Bidao Warrior announcements and announcements about t-shirts, nothing really of substance. I mean, the last big piece of news we've gotten was kind of the testnet, and this was, you know, a while ago. So, I mean, I really want to see more updates come out from the team in order for myself to continue to have hope in this project. I mean, I'm gonna continue holding Bidao all throughout. I bought in at the crash and I bought in at 3 cents, and all throughout these ranges I didn't sell, and I'm still not going to sell because I still think over the long term, I personally, for myself, I think Bidao has a good chance of performing well. This definitely would not be my first pick if I was looking to get into the market today. But just for those, I want to make this video for those who have already been in. This is extremely interesting price structure we're getting. We are forming a rounded bottom. I was saying this months and months ago, folks. As soon as we saw this change, this was an inflection point because we're getting constant lower lows and lower highs. And here was the first instance in which we got a higher high and a higher low. Very interesting. This marked a shift in the trend. And also, folks, I don't have it. Oh, I do actually. I was gonna say it looks super similar to a chart of Bitcoin, like on the macro scale. Like if we zoom out here, this is super interesting to see. Isn't this like very funny how Bitcoin had this massive run up dump, a little bit of a peak in the middle, one final sell off, and then we broke out and made higher highs off the peak in the middle? Well, let's look at Bidao's price structure here. Look at this massive run up, massive sell off, a little bit of a peak in the middle, further sell off, and after that second sell off is when we pumped and broke above the peak in the middle. It looks very, guys, this follows kind of like the psychology of a market. It's very interesting to see how Bidao's price structure looks like super similar to a version of Bitcoin. Look at this, folks. The pump, dump, little bit of a pump in the middle, one final sell-off, and then afterwards we pump and break above those previous highs. It's exactly what Bidao did. I think it's very interesting to see the sellers have gotten exhausted. We are breaking above major resistance points. We are making macro higher highs and higher lows. The team fulfilled one of their biggest promises, which was their token burn. Now we just have to see them release their mainnet. If and when they release their mainnet, I think that's, well, obviously going to be a very bullish catalyst for Bidao. And just to kind of summarize a bit here, folks, let's zoom in to kind of the short term. Okay, see, that's what I don't like about this ChartX Pro. Whenever you switch in between the different time frames, your kind of drawings go away. But either way, you know, kind of the 206 to 2 cents is going to act as a major resistance for Bidao. If Bidao can get above that, I think there's a good chance of seeing bullish continuation. And the fact that we're forming this very macro rounded bottom is extremely bullish. I wonder too. Maybe it's too good to say this, too good a thing to ask for. But what if we formed kind of something like this? Because right now it looks like we're having a little bit of a pullback in the short term. What if we formed kind of like a cup and handle like this? Oof! If that was the case, and this was kind of the height of the cup, that's the bottom of the cup, and we move this to the breakout point, could Bidao go to 4 cents? If we do indeed form a cup and handle, and if we can get above the key resistance level of like 4 cents, I mean, perhaps, folks, perhaps. So, you know, if anything further interesting happens with Bidao, we'll definitely be talking about it on this channel. Make sure to join our Discord. Link for that will be down in the description below. As well, if you want us, support us and join our VIP Discord group, we have a Patreon. Link for that will be down in the description below. We will be randomly giving away a hardware wallet to one of the first 100 patrons, so patrons who sign up. So make sure you sign up, folks. Link will be down in the description below. Thank you for watching and take care.